University. Getting ready to call out our starting five right now. Guys, this atmosphere is already booming. The fans are filling up. So many people outside. People walking in like crazy. We got our band here. We have all the dancers here. TV is wired out. It's a white show out here. That was the thing for today's game. Was a whiteout. They said they trying to take care of business. For the starters, right now we're going to have Miracle Taylor, Michaela Mitchell, Diana Rosenthal, Kennedy Paul, and Geraldine Smith to start us off. I don't know about y'all, but I love the TSU games, both of them. But it's always that second round when school is in. That game, that atmosphere is always unmatched. Always. Even outside of playing, when I was a player, I mean, these were the best games to play in because the crowd was so crazy and everybody was so in tune in the game. But even as a spectator, I still get that rush. It's so amazing in this gym right now. Prairie View standing at fourth right now in the conference, going into the tournament. We hope to clinch that position. Texas Southern, I think, is 12th. Not 12th. 10th, I want to say. In what? Last time I checked, they were 10th. But nonetheless, I know they're going to come out here with a chip on their shoulder just because of the hype between Prairie View and Texas Southern.
You all right, JJ?
Oh, yes, I was just letting them get the starters out of the way before I
Okay. No
they're
problem.
going to Texas Southern starters. Real quick, like Texas Southern is calling out their starters and getting booed at the same time. I just want to go through our roster a little bit and, kind of pick on Miracle and Diana and also Kennedy Paul. And I just want them, to be able to show up tonight and be able to carry their team. With those three on the floor, as long as they do what they're supposed to do and know their role and they're locked in, they should carry us on over this hump.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We're getting ready for our starting five right now. At guard, 5'8", we got the Miracle Taylor. Yeah, see. New Orleans, Louisiana. Michaela Hutchinson. Check her out. I love her game. She's smooth like butter. And she plays on both ends of the floor. There she go. She gets 1,000 right now, huh? Diana Rosenthal. She definitely joined the 1,000 club. Welcome to the team, sister. Geraldine Smith, number 21 And that's a smooth criminal right there. Silent assassin is what I like to call her. Kennedy Paul. We got the brain. We got the brain. That's our shooter right there. Man, KP. See, I've watched her grow so much from freshman year, bringing her on campus to touring to graduating early and starting, her master's. And she's a brainiac, guys. She is so smart. So smart. Bright future ahead of us. They're getting locked in. Yeah. I'm ready, Mike. I hope the girls are as ready as I am.
All right, let them rip. Let them rip. Go PV. Who you rooting for?
PVU. Better believe it. Yes. Oh, yeah, it's game time. Game time. We're getting ready to set up right now. We got first 5 out on the court, around the perimeter. Locked in. Again, the starters for Prairie View is Tamira Taylor, Diana Rosenthal, Gerald Smith, Kennedy Paul, and Michaela Hutchinson. The starters for Texas Southern, we're going to have Michael Gray. We're going to have McKaylin Davis. We're going to have for Alina Thomas. Can't see the other jersey. Her hair is just so long, it's blocking the other number on her jersey. But I'm going to go with Elisa Knight. I believe that's Elisa Knight. And Sky Green. That'll be our starting 5 for Texas Southern. With the blows and the ball is up. KP controls the tip, passes it over to Diana for an easy 2 lay in. Puts the Panthers up right away, 2-0. Panthers right out the gate, they're pressing the ball, really hawking Texas Southern. Texas Southern gets a shot up, a rush 3-point shot on the left side wing for off the mark shot, but it was rebounded. And then they got another shot, rebounded again by PV. PV controls it as they push it up the floor. Let's slow it down. Michaela Hutchinson has the ball at the top of the key. She sets up a play. She pushes Geraldine through. Geraldine goes down and posts up. She sets the back. Oh, she goes up to the elbow to receive the ball. Rip left, goes to the basket. 14. Geraldine Smith with a smooth lay-in. That's put Panthers up 4-0. As they're out pressing the ball, they get a trap right in the right side corner. Ball is passed to number 12, Davis, as she attacks left, drives in, and misses the lay-in. Rebounded by Prairie View A&M, controlled by Diana. She slows up the tempo and passes it to Michaela. Michaela gets the offense set up. The ball is in Kennedy Paul's hands as Gerald Smith dives down low to post up. She gets the ball and passes the opposite wing to Diana Rosenthal with a missed basket, controlled by Texas Southern. It's in Davis's hands. She sets up on the right wing and calls a play. Dribble handoff to the right. She passes it to Michael Gray. Michael Gray is controlling the ball at the top of the key, looking to break down Geraldine Smith as she crossovers and steps back, shoots the 3. And that's off the mark, rebounded by Diana Rosenthal. Diana Cruz hits a Euro step, right to left and puts it in. Good for 2. Panthers go up 6-0. Davis is controlling the ball. She dribbles to the right wing, passes it to Michael. Michael drives left, passes it to the wing, ball back to Gray. Gray swings the ball to the top to Davis. Davis drives right for a lay-in and misses it. Rebound control by Geraldine as Michaela Hutchinson pushes it up the middle of the floor. She passes to the left side wing. And it's 0 for 3. Kennedy Paul on the mark for 3. That puts the Panthers and that will be a timeout for Texas Southern. My. Is that 9-0? Panthers will win it. We're going to timeout right now. I'm loving the energy that the Panthers are coming out with, man. Right off the bat, right off the mark. Like I said, Diana got them to go on early with a nice assist from Kennedy Paul. And Kennedy Paul was even hitting that three-point shot early. So it's safe to say that they are really, really feeling this energy. We're going to go on timeout.
All right, Panthers with an early lead, 9-0, coming right out the gate against Texas Southern. Panthers already have secured themselves a spot in the playoffs, or should we say the tournament. They'll be in the number 4 spot. So right now the Panthers are hot and ready to go. We want to thank our sponsors for today, A-Rocket Movers, located in Houston, Texas. A-Rocket Movers and Storage has everything that they need to get you secure and take care of your personal belongings. All you have to do is reach out to Mr. James Woods, 713-545-0658. We're going to get right back to the action here for PV Panthers, taking a big lead so far. See if they can keep that thing on full throttle. You listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics. We'll take it back now to the Baby Dome for JJ to get these Panthers on the prowl.
Thank you, Mike. It's 7 minutes and 39 seconds on this game clock in the first quarter. There seems to be a little bit of technical issues as the score is not up on the scoreboard. For some reason, it's only showing the video. But nonetheless, we know the score is 9-0. Texas Southern will bring the ball in. On the west side of the gym. I had to think about that one, Mike. I had to think about it. I had to get my directions right. Texas Southern passes it in. The ball is bobbled away, and it's tipped by Diana Rosenthal. Oh, that was a nice look by Hutchinson as Smith dove backdoor to the basket, and Michaela passes it, but she bobbles it and misses it. I know she wasn't expecting her to see her because her back was turned, which was an awesome pass. Texas Southern will bring the ball in. Panthers are pressing the basketball. The ball is controlled by Davis, as it looks like Coach T drew up a press break, and it looks like it worked. It was a 4-cross as they passed it over the top of the Panthers, and they were able to capitalize on 2 points. So they laid it in. The score is now 9-2. Panthers up with 7 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Excuse me, Diana and Michaela Hutchinson just throw the ball and laid it in for 2. So now it's 11-2. We have 7 minutes and 2 seconds on this clock right now. Substitutions coming in the game. We have number 1, Niam Thornton, coming in. So on the court for the Panthers, we have Tamirica Taylor, Diana Rosenthal, Geraldine Smith, Kennedy Paul, and Niam Thornton. The ball is controlled right now by Texas Southern as they head to the east side of the gymnasium. The ball is in Cameron Bates' hands, number 11 for Texas Southern, as she passes it to the elbow to Michael Gray. Michael Gray looks to put her head down and drive, stolen by Diana Rosenthal as she passes it ahead to Tamirica Taylor, but she misses the lay-in. Rebound controlled by Texas Southern as they were able to capitalize on that fast break transition lay-in. Panthers pass it around the perimeter, pushing the ball very quickly, not allowing Texas Southern to get set up on defense. Panthers slow it up, and they look to get a backdoor pass to Diana, but the ball was tipped away by Texas Southern. Texas Southern has the ball. Michael Gray, to be exact, he tipped the ball and controls the fast break as he looks to the corner and passes it over to Lisa Knight in the corner, but three-point shot missed. Panthers capitalized on a rebound, and they pushed it to the other end. Diana Rosenthal 1-2 dribble pull-up, and it is off the mark. Rebounded by Texas Southern. The ball is controlled right now by Cameron Bates on the east side of the gymnasium. The ball is being swung across the perimeter across the perimeter. The shot is up, and it is rebounded by the Panthers. The ball was passed up. Such an amazing fast break just now by the Panthers, as they didn't even dribble the ball not one time. Just great ball movement up the floor for easy lay-in for Diana Rosenthal. It's 5 minutes and 22 seconds remaining on the clock right now, as Texas Southern is passing the ball around the perimeter. They get the ball to Nia Lawson. She looks to create her own shot as she's bagging down our defender. She gets in the middle, shoots the layup, but it is off, and she is fouled. She will be sent to the line to shoot two. 5 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Panthers are controlling the lead right now. Texas Southern will be setting up to shoot 2 free throws. We have a mass substitution. It looks like on the floor now we have number 30, Jalea Harper for Prairie View. We have 31, Jessica Sodders. We have Desiree Lewis, number 32, on the floor. Number 1, Niam Thornton remains on the floor. And Kennedy Hurd has checked into the game, number 14. On the floor for Texas Southern, we have number 21, Michael Gray, number 11, Cameron Bates, number 23, Zion Reynolds, and number 15, Lisa Knight. At the line to shoot for Texas Southern, we have number 3, Tania Lewis. As she gathers herself, the shot was up, and it is good. As she gathers herself for the second shot, it is up, and it is good. She capitalizes on both of her free throws. Prairie View 13, Texas Southern 6, with 5 minutes remaining on this game clock. The Panthers pushed the ball and passed it around the perimeter, but they were called for a traveling foul on the right wing on the west side of the gymnasium. The ball will be turned over and given to Texas Southern as Prairie View presses the basketball. Texas Southern sets up in the press break that allows them to break the Panthers' press earlier and score easy to lay in. Unfortunately, this time they broke the press but wasn't able to capitalize as easy as last time. The rebound is controlled by the Panthers. Niam sets up the play. 4 out right now, 1 in as the Panthers pass the ball around the perimeter. Looking for Jessica Sodders to come off a dribble handoff. She was fouled on that play. That will go against Tania Lewis. Number 3, Tania Lewis. The ball will be taken outside out of bounds by the Panthers. Kennedy Hurd passes it into Niam. Niam skips it across to Desiree. Ball remains around the perimeter. It goes inside to Kennedy Hurd as she looks to put the ball on the floor. Nothing was there. She passes it back out to Jessica. Jessica is off the mark. And that will be a turnover. The ball will go to Texas Southern. The Panthers are pressuring the basketball still in this press defense. It looks like they're kind of sluggish right now, with these subs that came in the game. The game kind of slowed up a little bit due to the technical difficulties. I'm sure it kind of ruined the momentum. Nonetheless, they are still getting in. They are still after it. Texas Southern passes it into the inside, gets the ball over to number 21, Michael Gray, as she jabs and pulls up right in front of Kennedy Hurd's face. And it is good for 2. There's 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining on the game clock in the first quarter. In the first quarter, the score is 13-8 Texas Southern. Basket was good by the Panthers as they passed the ball around the perimeter. Desiree Lewis for 2. That puts the score at 15 for Prairie View, and Texas Southern has 8. Texas Southern passes the ball around the perimeter, looking to set something up as 21 Michael Gray gets the ball, and she rips right down the middle, dives to the basket, and is called for a foul. She would head to the line to shoot 2. The foul will go on number 14, Kennedy Hurd. That will be her second personal, I believe. Team third. Substitutions into the game. Right now we have Destiny number 4, Gerald Smith, Jessica Sliders, Kennedy Hurd, and Jada are on the court right now for the Panthers. As Gray gathers herself, the shot is up. The shot is up, and it was good. As she gathers herself for the second one, the shot is up, and it is good. She capitalized on both of her free throws, giving the Texas Southern 10, Panthers 15. Destiny controls the ball for the Panthers right now as she's directing traffic, setting up a play. The ball is passed to the right wing to Gerald Smith, looking at Kennedy Hurd as she makes a great post move and misses it, knocking down a defender. Nonetheless, she was very aggressive and really hard with that move. I love to see the aggressiveness. Panthers walking around, mascots walking around, talking to us. How y'all doing? Panthers have the ball, and they got the rebound for Texas Southern. Pushes it up, fast break opportunity. Jada drives in left side of the basket, missed, but she was fouled. She will be to the line. She will go to the line to shoot too. That's the second team foul on Texas Southern. As Jada is at the line, she gathers herself. And the shot is up, and she misses that one. The score is still Texas Southern 10, Prairie View 15, with 2 minutes and 36 seconds remaining on this game clock. Second free throw was short as Texas Southern, number 3, Lawson. She capitalized on her rebound. She pushes it up the floor. They get the ball on the right wing to number 15 as she shoots the 3, and it is off the mark. Number 15 as Elisa Knight. Panthers capitalize on the rebound as they push it down to the west side of the wing. Jada comes off a little dribble drive handoff. She goes left down the lane, and she misses it, but out of bounds on Texas Southern. It will be Panthers basketball. Substitution, Camille Taylor coming in for Kennedy Hurd, and Nyam coming in for Jada. The ball is out of bounds underneath on the west side of the ring. On the west side of the floor, we have Nyam taking the ball out of bounds underneath. She's observing the floor. She passes it out to Destiny. Destiny sets her up. Dribble, pass, give and go. As Nyam gets to the basket, nice little smooth jelly roll. It rolls right off of the rim. Texas Southern rebounded it, and they push it the other way. As they pass the ball around the perimeter, the ball fires its hands, and number 44, Mary's hands, and she drives left and lays it in, putting Texas Southern at 12, Panthers 15. Panthers have the ball and they control around the perimeter. Geraldine looks to drive, but she is called for another traveling call. Turnover, Panthers, Texas Southern basketball. Texas Southern will take the ball out on the west wing of the floor. Substitution in, Diana Rosenthal comes back into the game. Panthers have really went cold. The last 2 minutes of the game, we have 1 minute and 31 seconds remaining in the first quarter as Texas Southern passes it up the floor, but the ball was tipped and deflected by Diana Rosenthal as she goes in for the layup and is off the mark, rebounded by Texas Southern as they look to push the other way. They have numbers as they pass the ball around the perimeter to get the ball into number 3's hands to Nia Lawson, and she capitalized on that basket, putting Texas Southern down 1. The score is 14-15, Prairie View up 1. Texas Southern really containing, not pressuring, but really just containing our guards, not allowing easy passes to get there. I think they're really sagging and containing because they've been getting backdoored on a lot of these plays. Nonetheless, Diana is looking to create a shot as she crosses over right, goes left, stops and pops, and it is short. Rebounded by Texas Southern. The ball is controlled right now by Alina Thomas as she passes it into Mary. Mary posts up. She turns her back. She puts it up, and it is off the mark. Panthers to control the ball. Diana has the ball on the left wing on the west side of the floor. She passes it to the top to Destiny. Destiny drives and kicks to Niam, and that shot is off and rebounded by Texas Southern. Right now, we have 2 seconds on the clock. Texas Southern passes it up, and it is short. That's the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Texas Southern 14, Panthers 15. Wow. It started off really well. Yeah, it started off really well, but it's looking like we're going to have a game, huh?
Well, you know how it goes when you have these rivals playing. You get these emotions and adrenaline going, and they jumped out to that 9-0 lead, but now it's 15-14 Panthers holding on for dear life right now. You listen to live basketball coverage on the Open Mic Broadcast Network for Prairie View Panthers women's basketball. Jeanette J.J. Jackson on the call. Want to thank our sponsors to help us keep these things going and flowing. The Prairie View Athletic Club, serving student athletes since 1986. You have an opportunity to put $1,000 in your possession while supporting Prairie View Athletics. All you have to do is enter the raffle to get your opportunity to win 1,000 smackaroonies. Dial 936-857-5817. Get in contact. Get your tickets today while supporting Prairie View Athletics. $1,000. I know what I could do with $1,000. But the only way they say you got to be in it to win it, right? 936-857-5817. Prairie View up 15-14. Just concluded the first quarter of action. Hopefully they'll be able to hold things together and keep the stride going. Started out hot, got a little cold, perimeter shots a little off, but this too shall pass. We'll head back to the Baby Dome right now with Ms. Jeanette J.J. Jackson with more coverage on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Thank you, Mike. For sure, like you said, it's still 14-15. Panthers really came out very, very hot and aggressive. We started serving girls in and out the game, and it kind of slowed our rhythm down a little bit. But nonetheless, they're doing a great job, really applying pressure on the ball, not allowing Texas Southern to get such easy open looks on the floor. But I want to say we do have to do a better job of keeping the ball out of Gray's hands, because it seems when she touches the ball, they tend to make better plays when she has her hands on the ball. Nonetheless, Diana has showed up and she is ready. She is doing her thing at both ends of the floor, getting tips and deflections, and also being aggressive on the offensive end. She's not making all of her shots, but it's just the intensity of what she is playing that is awesome. The ball is in play as Texas Southern heads to the east side of the floor. The ball is controlled by Lawson, number 3. As they pass the ball around the perimeter, they pass it to number 21, Gray, and the shot is good. The shot is good. Panthers will take the ball out and head to the west side of the wing. Diana shot face goes up. I'm sorry, that shot was not good. No, it was good. It was good. They just haven't put it up there yet. Texas Southern controls the ball after they rebounded from the missed shot by Diana. Number 3, Lawson goes off of a high screen, headed to the left side of the floor. She stopped, she popped, and it is an air ball. It would be Panthers basketball. Kennedy Paul takes it out and passes the ball into Niam, number 1, Thornton, and she passes it around perimeter. They pass it around the perimeter, gets the ball to Diana in the corner, and she shoots the 3, and it is off the mark. Rebounded by Texas Southern. Grace rebounds, she pushes it. Nothing is there. She passes it around the perimeter. The shot goes up by number 44, and it is off the mark. Rebounded by Panthers. Number 44, that was Mary. Niam slows up the tempo and sets up a play as they get the ball to the corner. Texas Southern is really looking to trap those corner passes as they attempted to trap the Miracle in that corner. She dribbled her way out. Kennedy Paul relocated and went back to the corner for a give and go as she shot that three-point shot, and it was off the mark. Rebounded by Texas Southern. The ball is controlled right now by Lawson. She passes it out to Knight. Knight takes 1-2 dribbles to the middle, and it is up and it is off. Rebounded by Kennedy Hurd. Kennedy Hurd also rebounded it, but pushed and started the fast break transition. That's awesome of her right there, man. You don't find too many, tweeners like that who can do that, rebound the ball and push it, on this level. You can tell that she's really elevating her game. Nonetheless, she rips the ball baseline. She goes in, and she was fouled on the shot attempt, and she will go to the line to shoot two. The score is Texas Southern 17, Panthers 15, with 8 minutes remaining on the game clock, and this is the second quarter for your Panthers. Kennedy Hurd at the line to shoot. Kennedy Hurd at the line to shoot two as she gathers herself. The shot is up, and it is good. Good job, Hurd. We have to do an awesome job of really capitalizing on our free throw opportunities. We really have to capitalize on those. Nonetheless, the second shot is up, and it is good. She capitalized on both of her shots. Tying the score at 17 with 8 minutes still remaining in the second quarter. Panthers set up in the press. Texas Southern sets up in a one-floor high press break as they pass the ball in to Bates, number 11, and she sets up a play. They get the ball into high post, number 21, Gray. She squares up, she shoots, and it is off the mark. Rebounded by Kennedy. She pushes the ball up the floor and passes it to Michaela Hutchinson. Kennedy Paul gets the ball back on the right wing. She looks back to the top of Camille Taylor. They look for a dribble handoff as Kennedy Paul comes off the dribble handoff, shot, pops, and it is off. Way off. Keep up with that pass. Wasn't really ready to shoot. It would have been best to just stop and pull something out and call, maybe a two-man game. Nonetheless, the ball was turned over and it was given to Texas Southern. The ball is controlled right now by the point guard Bates for Texas Southern, closing number 11. She passes it to the corner. They get it to the high post to Gray. Gray turns the ball over. Desiree steals it, and she is tripped up and fouled. That foul will go against Texas Southern, number 24, Thomas. Kennedy Paul will bring the ball in for your Panthers as she looks to pass the ball into Michaela. Michaela is observing the floor, trying to see, what they got going. Is there going to be a press or anything like that? Texas Southern is sagging back, beating the Panthers at half court, not really pressuring this team too much. The ball is controlled by Mitchell. She pushes Kennedy Paul through on the right wing. She passes it to the top to Desiree. Desiree looks inside to Kennedy Paul as she gets the ball on the elbow. Kennedy shoots it over her defender, and it is missed, rebounded by Bates. Texas Southern Bates. She passes it up to the wing to number 12, Davis. Davis passes it to Gray. Gray passes it to Knight as she attempts to drive in, and she was called for an offensive foul. For something. Panthers have the ball as they swinging around the perimeter, looking at Kennedy Paul inside of the perimeter. She passes it out to Michaela Hutchinson on the right wing. The ball is passed to the corner to Harper. Harper looking to make something happen as she crosses over, cross back, and pulls up. Shot was off the mark, rebounded by Texas Southern. Texas Southern loses the ball, and Harper dives on the floor and gets it back. Diana controlling the ball. She passes to Kennedy Hurd. Kennedy Paul passes it to Hutchinson, and Hutchinson drives middle, and it is off the mark. The ball will be out of bounds on Texas Southern on the left side of the wing. Slide out of bounds. Diana is going to be taking the ball out for the Panthers. On the floor right now for the Panthers We have Diana will be coming out. Tamika Taylor subbing in for her. We have Michaela Hutchinson, Kennedy Paul, Harper, and Desiree. Kennedy Paul is actually coming out of the game as well. We have Geraldine Smith who replaced her. Samira Kapasri into Michaela. 5 seconds on the shot clock. She drives right, and it is up, and it is short. Oh, rebounded by Texas Southern and Prairie View. Looks like Smith got her hands on there, and they will call a jump ball. We have 6 minutes and 5 seconds on the game clock, 20 seconds on the shot clock. We tied at 17-17 right now in the Baby Dome. Panthers out of bounds underneath on the west side of the floor. The ball is passed in, and Michaela tipped away by number 11, Bates. Panthers will take the ball out on the side. Right side of the floor. Tamika Taylor looks to take the ball out. Sets up the play. They get the ball in to Michaela Hutchinson, and she comes off of a high screen from Desiree. She passes to the opposite wing. Harper gets into the middle, and she drives middle, and it's up and over, and it is good. That puts Panthers up to 19-17. Texas Southern is heading to the east side of the gymnasium as they get the ball in to number 24, Thomas. Thomas looks to create her own shot, but the ball was taken by Tamira Taylor, and she pushes it up the left side of the ring, heading to the west side of the floor. Dribble hand up to Harper, passes Geraldine Smith, dribble hand off to Hutchinson, and she comes off with a 2-point shot, and it is off the mark. Rebounded by Smith. She puts it up, and it is off. Rebounded by Harper. She puts it in for a 2. A quick 12 points off the bench for Harper. That is awesome. The score is now 21, Prairie View 17. Texas Southern. Ooh, that was an awesome play. Even better screen as the Panthers got, confused. And they had a wide open lane. Number 2 was able to lay it in on the right side of the floor with a nice cut. Good pass by Bates. Panthers passes it up the floor. Tamira Taylor looks to answer as she rips baseline and drives. Misses the lay-in. The ball is rebounded by Gray. Nobody stopping the ball. And she goes coast to coast, and she misses the layup. Foul call against Texas Southern. Number 41, I want to say. I couldn't see. Oh, it was going against Geraldine Smith. I'm sorry. They called it against Geraldine Smith. They called that on Geraldine Smith. Foul on Geraldine Smith. That was a Panthers foul. It'll be Texas Southern basketball. The score is 19. Texas Southern 21, Prairie View with 4 minutes and 34 seconds remaining on the clock. We have ourselves a timeout. It's a nice 2-point game. Kind of a nail-biter, still early on. Let's see how the Panthers can run up the score.
Panthers holding on right now, 21-19, the second period of action. PV basketball being brought to you by the Panther Backers. Panther Backers been serving PV student athletics since 1995. They got a golf tournament coming up on the second weekend of May. You get in contact with Mr. Dino Robinson at 713-417-2090. Register your team, sponsor a hole, or just join in with the Panther Backers as they move forward on serving student athletics. Remind you, March the 8th through the 11th, SWAC basketball tournament for Birmingham, Alabama. We'll give you every play on the journey toward the SWAC championship. Lee Hall, Joshua Davis, and Coach Van Pettaway will be giving you play-by-play action from sunup to sundown. You can listen right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, OBNradio.com. Click the Listen Live button, and you'll be able to enjoy the SWAC basketball tournament. Right now, we're going to try to enjoy this 2-point lead that the Panthers have, and we'll head back on the hill at the beautiful campus of Prairie View A&M University with Miss J.J. Jackson.
Thank you, Mike. Right now, the girls are doing a great job of, keeping the flow of the game. It hasn't been too many stops on the court as far as fouls. Team fouls right now is pretty equal. I mean, Texas Southern has 3, Prairie View has 1 in the second quarter. Both teams have all of their timeouts, but I want to point out how it's 10-minute quarters, 4 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And both teams have not scored too many points. Panthers have only scored 6 points in the second quarter so far, and Texas Southern has only scored 5. It's been a 1-point difference between these 2 quarters so far, and I hope that the Panthers continue to, apply that pressure that they started off with, just to, pick up their momentum again. Nonetheless, we have 4 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Panthers is up 2, and like Mike said, let's try to enjoy this 2-point lead. Texas Southern will be heading to the line. We have number 15, Alicia Knight, at the line to shoot 2. As she gathers herself, the first one is up, and it is off the mark. As she gathers herself for the second free throw, the shot is up, and it is good. She went 1 for 2 from the line. That puts there Texas Southern at 20 and Prairie View at 21. On the floor for the Panthers, we have Kennedy Hurd, Michaela Hutchison, Dylan Smith, Miracle Taylor, and Harper on the floor. We're really looking to get the ball into Harper's hands right now, and she is looking to score the ball, since she has scored the last 4 points for our Panthers. Nonetheless, dribble handoff, she didn't have anything. They get the ball to the top to Geraldine. 8 seconds on the clock. Pass it to Miracle. She drives baseline. It's 4 seconds on the clock. She looks inside of Kennedy Hurd. Kennedy Hurd lays it up, and it is off the mark. Texas Southern rebounds the ball as number 11 Bates pushes it to the east wing of the gymnasium. She sets up a play. She looks for her player, number 15, Knight, coming off of a high screen and curl. She passes it right in, and she misses the layup. Rebounded by Panthers, but the Panthers lose control, and Texas Southern gains control. The ref stopped the game. Looks like they called a bobble or a kickball on that possession. Nonetheless, it's going to be Texas Southern basketball. We have 3 minutes and 43 seconds on the game clock in the second quarter. The score is Texas Southern 20, Panthers 21. Texas Southern controls the ball on the wing Lawson looks to drive middle, but Panthers shut that off. He passes it outside to the corner, and it is up for 3, and it is rebounded by the Panthers. Hutchison really looking to go coast to coast, and she rebounds that ball, and she pushes it to the other end. She makes her moves, and she is good for 2, and 1 on the play. She will be going to the line to shoot 1, and she makes the right-hand lay-in. At the line shooting 1, we have Michaela Hutchison, number 3, for the Panthers. The score is Texas Southern 20, Panthers 23. As Michaela Hutchison misses that free throw, it was capitalized and rebounded by Texas Southern, number 3, Lawson. Lawson passes it to Bates. Bates is at the top of the key. She looks inside the grade. They pass the ball back out to the corner to Lawson. She shoots the 3, and it is off the mark, rebounded by Kennedy Hurd. She passes it to Michaela Hutchison. Hutchison passes it to Jalen Smith along the perimeter. Hurd comes back to the top to get the ball. They look to get the ball to Diana as she goes back door. Nothing was there. She passes back to the top. She has the ball on the wing. The ball is back to Michaela Hutchison with 8 seconds on the shot clock. She calls for a high ball screen. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. The ball was turned over as she tried to pass the ball into Diana. Hutchison looking to stop the fast break, but wasn't able to as Texas Southern capitalized on the 2-on-1 fast break. The score is now Texas Southern 22, Panthers 23. The ball is in Diana Rosenthal's hands on the right wing. As they pass it around the perimeter, Hutchinson passes it to Jada on the left wing. I'm sorry, not Jada. That was that is Bowen. Yeah, Bowen. Sorry, Jada Bowen. The ball is controlled by Texas Southern, number 11, Bates, as she dribbles on the right wing. She's looking to get something going for her team, and she passes it back to the wing. As the ball is in Gray's hand. Gray is looking to create her own shot. As she drives middle, she steps back, shoots a three, and it is off the mark. Rebounded by number 44. Oh, rebounded again. Oh, my God, that sequence was crazy for Texas Southern. I can't help but to give them some props for that one as they continue to out-hustle the Panthers on that possession. The Panthers just got out-rebounded back-to-back and allowed Gray to get to that line to capitalize on that made shot. While fouling her, she would get sent to the line to shoot one. That puts the score back at Texas Southern 24, Panthers 23. Substitution has been made. Niam is into the game. We have Jones Smith. We have Jessica Salter, Diana Rosenthal, and Kennedy Hurd in for the Panthers. As Gray gathers herself at the free throw line, it is up and it is good. She capitalized on that opportunity, putting Texas Southern up by 2, 25-23. Texas Southern seems to be getting some mojo going as they look to press Panthers. The Panthers were able to contain it. Panthers were able to contain the initial pressure, but Desiree Sutter-Stetson turns the ball over as her and Diana was not on the same page with that back door. Nonetheless, everything is under control. You can see the leaders on the floor calming down the younger players, telling them to, take care of the ball. Everything's going to be all right. Texas Southern controls the ball right now as Diana is on number 12. We have Davis to control the ball. They dribble hand out to number 3, Lawson. Lawson looking to create something as she keeps going off of the screen from Sky Green. I think they're looking to get the ball inside. Wasn't able to, so they skipped past it across and got the ball to Mary. Mary drives middle, and she is trapped and loses the ball. The Panthers capitalize on that opportunity as they push to the other end. Sauter looks to get the ball in to Jordan Smith, posting up on the left block. She puts it in, and it is good. That ties the game at 25-25. As Texas Southern push to the other end of the floor, we have Davis with the ball, observing the floor. She comes off the screen. She passes down low. The ball was turned over, and the Panthers capitalize on that turnover as they push down the left wing. Panthers returning to the left side. We have 20 seconds on the clock. They get the ball to Diana in the corner, and she puts it in for 3. 14 seconds on this shot clock right now. On the game clock. 10 seconds, no shot clock. The ball is in Lawson's hand. She pushes. She gets the ball to Gray. Gray fumbles and travels. There's 4 seconds on the shot clock right now, and the Panthers are up by 3, 28-25. 4 seconds on the clock. Saunders is taking the ball out. Harper comes in for Niam. Texas Southern really trying to apply pressure, not allow the Panthers to roll the ball up the floor. We have 4.5 seconds on the game clock right now. In the second quarter, they get the ball into Diana. Diana looks up at the clock, and she shoots. She missed her opportunity to shoot the ball. Her head was down. I thought she was going to pick it up and shoot that, but nonetheless, we go up to half, up by 3. It's 28 Panthers, 25 Texas Southern, and that is the end of the second quarter.
All right, the Panthers take a 3-point lead into the half, holding off those pesky Tigers. At one time, the Panthers are up by 9. So now the Panthers are trying to get settled in. Pretty low-scoring first half of action, but it doesn't matter. the Panthers in the right direction, up by 3, 28-25. There are no other games going on. This is the only game happening at this moment. Pretty early tip-off, and we mentioned 12:30 Central Standard Time tip-off for today's coverage. Have the Panthers up by the score of 28-25. We want to thank our sponsors for today's broadcast coverage. Temple of Refuge Ministries. Temple of Refuge Ministries located in Prairie View, Texas, providing spiritual uplifting and dynamic teachings and encouraging sermons. You can join in with them on Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. All you have to do is come to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, click on the Listen Live button. And if you happen to be on the go, you simply dial 857-777-0000. Temple of Refuge Ministries, building the kingdom, one soul at a time. Also want to thank the Panther backers of Mr. Dino Robinson and crew, getting ready for their tournament, golf tournament, in May. You can get in contact with Mr. Robinson by dialing 713-417-2090. They've been serving PV Athletics since 1995. I want to thank the good support from A Rocket Movers and Mr. James Woods, located in the Houston, Texas area. Whether it's a large job, small job, A Rocket Movers and Storage has the plan for you. Get in contact with Mr. Woods at 713-545-0658. That's 713-545-0658. And who could we not fail to mention? None other than the Prairie View Athletic Club. Prairie View Athletic Club has an opportunity right now for you to put $1,000 in your pocket. At the same time, you'll be supporting Prairie View Athletics. They have a raffle going on. And if you want to get into the contest, all you have to do is dial 936-857-5817 and get locked in today for an opportunity to put an extra $1,000 in your pocket. I know the way things are going right now, I could use an extra $1,000 in my pocket. 936-857-5817. Panthers Prairie View supporter, the Prairie View Athletic Club, serving student athletes since 1986. We're at halftime right now. The Panthers up by the score of 28-25. We know that the spring atmosphere is out and buzzing. Panthers baseball action has got in flight. A little low on the takeoff right now, all the Panthers, but they're trying to see their way through. They're coming in with a 2-7 overall record. Have yet to enter into conference play, but they have played conference opponents. They've played Alabama A&M, Grambling, Jackson State twice, if I'm not mistaken, FAMU, and they've played Jarvis and Tarleton. Right now, they're in the middle of a Tarleton series. Loss on Friday night by the score of 19-0. They are in action right now as we speak. We'll try to see if we can track down the score for later on. But the Panthers trying to see what they can do in Stephenville, Texas, down, up the road, however you're going to call it, to see what the Panthers can get done right now. But they took a pretty lumping on yesterday by the score of 19-0. The softball program, and had a pretty, balanced week, beat Jarvis by a score of 2-1 on Wednesday night, I want to say. One day this week, I get all over the place. And then they lost to Sam Houston 10-1. So the Panthers, they're trying to balance things out on both diamonds. The men's diamonds on the baseball side and the women's diamond on the softball side. So get out and support PV baseball program and the softball programs, because it's all about that purple and gold. And speaking of the purple and gold, spring practice will be starting on March the 27th for football. And it's going to be very interesting. Some new looks coming in offensively and in the coach's side. New defensive coordinator, Coach Rock, will be taking over defensive coordinator positions. We'll be talking with Coach Beverly McDowell later on throughout next week, get an update of everything that's going on. And the spring purple and gold game is scheduled for April the 22nd at 4 p.m. But check this out. It is going to be chaotic on the campus because at the same weekend, Prairie View will be playing Texas Southern. I want to say in both baseball and softball on the campus that day. So almost be like a little mini homecoming, a spring homecoming for April the 22nd. Be sure to come out and support the Panthers, whether it be on the diamond or on the gridiron. PV Nation need your help. And speaking of saying needing your help, here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, we could use your support as well. Of course, you hear Miss Jeanette J.J. Jackson on the call. Later, you'll hear Coach Marleski Wyrick will be coming to you from Birmingham for the basketball tournament, football game coverage, coaches, interviews, administrative interviews, and we really could use the support to help us to continue, reach out, and bring these stories to life with PV Nation. Here's how you can help. Visit our website at obnradio.com. Go to the open mic section. Click on the donation button. And we're asking, if you can, if you would, to become a listening partner today. It's a commitment of 17 cents a day. That's $5 a month, $60 for the entire year. And that will help us to continue to keep the light on, if you would, to bring you live TV action right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. As we mentioned, the spring game is going to be on April 22nd. And I know if you're PV faithful, you've already peeked at the schedule for the Panthers in the football season. They'll be taking on SMU in Dallas. They'll also be taking on Abilene Christian here at home. And they'll take on Houston Christian, which used to be called Houston Baptist, in the Houston area. And don't forget that Cotton Bowl Classic in Dallas, Texas. So there are a number of things that we are lined up in position to help keep providing the coverage for PV Nation and the Southwestern Athletic Conference. So as we mentioned, become a listening partner. Or you might say, Mike, $60, that's nothing, man. I can do even more. Well, if you feel so led, visit that website, obnradio.com. You can also do the Cash App at $OBN Radio. We are at halftime right now. Panthers on top of the Texas Southern Tigers by the score of 28-25. Panthers trying to keep this thing where it's supposed to be with the Panthers out in front. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. We're going to check in right now with Miss Jeanette J.J. Jackson back at the Baby Dome to see exactly where they are in positioning. J.J., can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing real good.
And 50 seconds remaining on this halftime clock right now. Hey, it's really filling up in here. But it is some stats I wanted to go over with you guys. Since I do have it pulled up, I have the live stats right in front of me. And right now, the field goals for Prairie View, we're only shooting 39%. Texas Southern is shooting 32%. We need to get that range up to at least, 42%. But from the three-point line, we're shooting 67%. That seems to be like where our money is coming from right now, compared to Texas Southern only shooting 8% from the three-point line. But Texas Southern is beating us at the free throw line, where they're shooting 86%, and March we're only shooting 40%. So they have doubled the amount that we're shooting from the free throw line. As well as turnovers. The turnovers that the Panthers have been having during the game has been our own turnovers. It's not like the pressure from Texas Southern is causing it or anything like that, because they are not putting too much pressure on us. I think it has a lot to do with us second guessing ourselves and realizing too late that we're actually open instead of trying to make an extra pass. Sometimes that player that has the ball is the open player. It's just been little mistakes like that, bobbling the ball and, dribbling it off their foot and travels and stuff like that. So if we can really clean up our own mistakes, those 6 turnovers that we have, we'll be able to capitalize and turn those into transition points. As far as rebounding is still pretty close. We only have 20, but they have 17. So we really have to, limit their touches on the rebound and try to capitalize on our second chance opportunities. And as far as the bench play, right now for Texas Southern, their bench has 12 points compared to our bench only having 8. Now, points in the paint, we're winning, but we're only up by 4 with 18 points in the paint compared to Texas Southern 14 points in the paint. So our points in the paint, we have to double that, but we have to minimize Texas Southern's points in the paint. And again, that comes back down to boxing out and really capitalizing on these rebounds. But just those two stats, those little things that I mentioned, I feel like that would make a difference in Kirby pulling away.
Well, we need them to pull away. I don't care if it's a little bit or a whole lot. We just need them to stay away from the Tigers. Now, JJ, help me out. Is it 28-25 or 29-25?
The score right now is 28-25.
Okay, that's why I want to make sure I wasn't. I think I might have said 28-23 or something like that. But nonetheless, the Panthers on top. You're seeing this thing unfolding right before you. What are you seeing as a strength for the Panthers right now and a weakness that they have to overcome?
Sorry, Mike, I couldn't hear you.
Okay, I hear the band. I said, what are you seeing as a strength and a weakness that the Panthers have to overcome after the success of the first half?
Well, our strength that we need for the second half and that I seen during the first half was really our defense. Our defense, when we are pressuring the ball from start the whole 94 feet on the court, that's our best basketball for the Panthers. Our defense really creates our offense. We have long, lanky guards, and I feel like we need to really capitalize on expanding that up the floor and just playing 94, minutes of pressure basketball. We have enough bodies to, get fresh legs in and out of the game. We have enough depth on our bench to get enough people in the game to give everybody a rest to maintain that level of basketball. But when we started off like that, we were 9-0, and, the Texas Southern couldn't handle our pressure. So I feel like if we go back to the way we started the game, that'd be great. Now, as far as our weaknesses are turnovers and our free throws. I always preach free throws because, one, they're free, and it's just we can't be shooting 40% from the free throw line. That's unacceptable. That's less than half. That's not even giving us 1-1, you know what I mean? So if we capitalize on our free throws, then, that'll make so much more of a difference, as well as the turnovers that I was mentioning earlier. Just our own mistakes. Like I said, Texas Southern isn't applying enough pressure to allow us to turn the ball over, to make us turn it over. We're turning it over ourselves just by simple mistakes. Just, shuffle of the feet while you have the ball, calls for a travel. Or, not expecting a pass and you bobbling it and it's time for a travel. So just little things, Mike, that we need to adjust, and I think we'll be okay.
Okay, now we're talking about those self-induced penalties and turnovers that the Panthers have caused to keep this game closer than what it should be. But I think they got enough talent, enough mental toughness that they should weather themselves throughout this second half. as we get ready to come to the start of the second half. We'll remind our halftime report made possible by the Prairie Athletic Club, Temple of Refuge Ministries, A Rocket Movers, and the Panther Backers. Janet J.J. Jackson, if you're nasty. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. I'm enjoying you. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. And as we get ready to go. Yes, ma'am. They should be ready to come back on the floor right about now, huh?
Yep. We're about to hit the 30-second mark in about 3 seconds.
Uh-oh. Okay, in 30 seconds, tell me how you feel. In 30 seconds, tell me how you feel.
In 30 seconds, I feel like the Panthers is going to pull this one out. It's home court advantage. We have even more people in this crowd. The atmosphere is crazy, and we want to end the regular season with a dub. I've talked to the seniors. They're locked in. They're ready to go, and they're ready to finish strong. So we're going to turn it up on them this half, Mike.
All right, I'm counting on you now. You've been hot on the mic now. You've been hot on the mic.
I'm undefeated, huh? I'm still undefeated on the mic, huh?
yeah. Don't cool off now.
Oh, no, that's not my plan. We're going to get this one out of our system, and we're coming out with the dub. Because who you rooting for, Mike?
Pvu.
Better believe it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All day and twice on Sunday.
All day, every day, huh? Twice on Sunday.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. As they say, you better know it.
You better know it.
You better know it.
Don't ever forget it.
Don't ever forget it, because it just won't quit it. Oh, man. Halftime just about to conclude. 28-25. Jeanette, take it away.
The ball is in play as the Panthers gets the ball in right away, and Kennedy Paula is good for 2 at the top of the key. We have Miracle Taylor really pressuring the point guard. The rest of the players is back, but they're really applying pressure on the point guard who is handling the ball, not allowing her to observe the floor without anybody in her face. The shot was good. That puts Panthers up 25-30. As Bates for number 3, she comes and capitalizes on the opportunity that she drives right around Michaela Hutchinson and puts it in for a left-hand layup. The ball was pushed and passed up the floor. The Panthers, Kennedy Paul, gets the ball on the wing, pass to the corner to Diana, and it is good for 3. That puts the Panthers at 33, and Texas Southern will be at 27. Texas Southern is on the west side of the gymnasium. That is the gym side. East side would be our entrance side. As Texas Southern goes up, they miss the shot, and Kennedy Paul gets the rebound. She passes it up to Michaela Hutchinson, and she pushes on the left wing. She stops, she twirls, it's up, and it is off the mark. Rebounded by Texas Southern. The ball is controlled by Davis. Texas Southern on the right wing. She's looking to get the ball into Gray. Diana is guarding Gray. One-on-one right now. Diana not allowing Gray to get easy looks at the basket as Gray steps back and Diana gets her hand on it. Capitalize that rebound or that opportunity by Miracle Taylor. She passes it up to Diana. Diana for an open layup, and she misses it. Rebounded by Bates as she pushes to the other end. Lawson as she pushes to the other end and lays it in. She lays it in. Panthers have the ball as they pass it around the perimeter. Gets the ball to Geraldine at the high post. Right wing. She rips left. She goes to the basket, and it is off the mark. Prairie View 33, Texas Southern 29. That is the score with 7 minutes and 32 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Oh, man, the girls of Texas Southern really getting live and direct as Lawson, she cuts back door, gets the lay-in, and was fouled, and she capitalized on the opportunity. She will head to the line to shoot 1, but her celebration after her made basket caused her to get a technical foul. The foul will go against Michaela Hutchinson, but the shot was good. There's a timeout on the floor between the refs as they gather to talk about the technical foul and how they're going to go about things. While we're waiting on this timeout, Panthers and Tigers are really going back and forth, scoring the ball. They called that technical foul on Lofton because she laid it in, and you know, when you're intense, she laid it in, but she was fouled, and you know, obviously she was going to screen and one and kind of flex on them and let them know, you know, kind of get big, and that's what got her a technical foul.
So let me ask you this: I know it was in favor of Texas Southern. Do you agree with that call?
Me personally, I just say let the girls play, let them show their emotion. I mean, I like that type of emotion. I like that energy. Me as a ref, I wouldn't have called it, but you know, if you want to control the game, I know how Texas Southern and Prairie View atmosphere can be.
Well, that's what I was just going to say. Do you think they're trying to
control of the game?
Right, control the vibe, make sure everything stays within the little parameters? I got you.
Correct. So, Lawson did capitalize on her free throws. Kennedy Paul is at the free throw line, and she went 1 for 2 from the free throw line. The score is 34 Prairie View, 32 Texas Southern. Right now, the ball is about to be back in play. Panthers will control the ball, headed to the east side of the gymnasium. Kennedy Paul has the ball on the right wing. She passes to the top to Geraldine. Geraldine dribbles to the elbow. She gives it to Kennedy Hurd. Kennedy Hurd gives it right back to diving Geraldine down to the block. She misses the layup. Our layups have been off the mark. We're getting the looks that we need. We just have to be able to score and capitalize on our opportunities, especially with some free throws. Nonetheless, the Tigers have the ball. Great at the free throw line, looking to create her own shot. She has nothing. She passes it to the corner. 6 seconds on the shot clock. 5, 4. The shot is up by Gray, and it is missed. Rebounded by Jada. Jada is directing traffic. Geraldine Smith is observing the floor. She slows down the Panthers and sets up a play. She passes it back in to Jada. Jada passes it to Kennedy Paul. Kennedy Paul has nothing. She passes it back to the top. Jada is calling for a high ball screen from both sides of the floor with 9 seconds on the shot clock. She has nothing. Kennedy dodged. She shot fake. She pushed it up, and it is off the mark. Rebounded by Harper as she allowed the Panthers to have another opportunity. Unfortunately, the Panthers couldn't capitalize on that opportunity as there was a jump ball called on the floor, and the ball will be going to Texas Southern. Texas Southern bring the ball down the right wing, and the ball was knocked away and deflected by Jada, but Texas Southern controlled the ball as they looked to get an open three, but that was off the mark. Rebounded by the Panthers. They passed the ball up to Kennedy Paul. The ball is cast inside, and it was off the mark by Harper. Harper dives on the floor. She goes and gets her own rebound. Those are the hustle plays that you need. You need those type of players on the floor right now to be able to pull away from the game. Jump ball on the floor. It would be Prairie View basketball. I'm sorry, the score, the live stats aren't updating as well now. So bear with me on this score, ladies and gentlemen. As soon as they get this going, I will be calling it out the score. But right now, we have 5 minutes and 30 seconds on the game clock, 3 seconds on the shot clock. The shot was rushed up by Jada. She missed and rebounded by Texas Southern. Rebounded by Texas Southern. But you guessed it, Jessica Saunders. She chased it down, and she dove on that ball, calling a timeout for the Panthers. The Panthers will control the ball, and there will be a timeout on the floor. We have 5 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
All right, Panthers holding on 34-32 in the third quarter of play. Jeanette J.J. Jackson on the call from the Baby Dome on the campus of Prairie View A&M University. Don't forget you can listen to the Mike Prince Show each and every day, Monday through Friday, right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We go over life on the Hill, life outside the Hill, at the Southwestern Athletic Conference. We have a new episode for you between the hours of 7 a.m. and 7:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. The Mike Prince Show, if you happen to miss an episode, all you have to do is ask your smart device, hey, play the latest episode of the Mike Prince Show, and just like that, you'll have everything that you need. The Mike Prince Show on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And don't forget about the SWAC Zone. SWAC Zone comes to you on Saturday morning, 9 a.m., with some fresh intake and interviews throughout the conference and beyond, talking about the world of athletics. We've been talking about a whole lot of interesting things of late. In particular, what will the future look like for the Panthers media rights deal when it expires within the next 18 months or so? Get all that type of tidbit listening to the SWAC Zone and the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Panthers up 34-32. We'll take it back on the hill with Miss J.J. Jackson.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Coming out of this timeout, we have the Panthers ready to go. Texas Southern has really been taking their time out. Their time in these timeouts really is coaching. He's over here coaching. He's coaching. He's trying to coach her girls to stay in this game and to really compete. And you can tell because the minor adjustments that they are making, they are really capitalizing on, like the press break that they have drew up early in the game, and they have been capitalizing on it ever since. But it's us, Mike. It's us. It's our layups. It's our free throws, and we just have to score the ball. We just can't get it in the hole right now. And as bad as that may sound, we're still in the game.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
The Panthers control the ball on the right wing. KP passes it to Diana on the left wing. KP dives down low to the block. Kennedy Hurd pops up to the top. The ball is in Jada's hands. We have 5 minutes and 6 seconds on the clock. In the third quarter, they get the ball down low to Kennedy Hurd. Kennedy makes a move. It's up, and it is off the mark. The ball will be going to Texas Southern. Cameron Bates controls the ball right now for Texas Southern. She sets up a play, and they're in a 1-4 low, that play was. She just passes it right up to the left corner to Gray, and Gray up and over, 63, up and over in Diana's face. Harper is really good athlete for the Panthers. I'm loving her hustle. I'm loving how she's defending. She's applying a lot of pressure and getting her hands on every part of the ball, no matter what. She's diving on the floor and really sacrificing her body. I need everybody to match that intensity. Everybody. It's going to be a media timeout on the floor, Mike. They're still working on getting the game and the clock stats working. Right now, the score for the Panthers is 33. For Texas Southern, we have 31. And again, in this third quarter, it's a low-scoring third quarter. Texas Southern only having 6 points in this quarter so far, and Panthers having 5. We've been playing for 6 minutes in the third quarter, and we've only been able to get, 3 baskets made. Both teams really struggling off of the
All right. We got a score correction. It's 33-31. Panthers with a 1-point lead here at the media timeout of the third quarter of action. Panthers 11-6 coming into today's competition, looking to make it an even number, 12-6 if you would, as they are preparing themselves for the basketball tournament to be held in Birmingham, Alabama, March 8th through 11th. The Panthers will qualify as we speak right now in the number 4 slot, and as they are scheduled, looking, be watching that clock. If things were to end the way they are right now, they'll be faced off against the Southern Jags in the opening round from Birmingham, Alabama. And guess what? We will be there to give you that coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Lee Hall, Joshua Davis, Coach Van Pettaway are lined up to give you the play-by-play action right here from the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We get it ready?
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I can't help but laugh. I cannot help but laugh sometimes. This is the technical difficulties we have right now. But we're going to do our best to keep up with this score right now. Right now, okay, so the updated score is 32 Texas Southern, 34 Panthers. That's what I thought it was. That's what we're going with. Yeah, that's what we're going with. Now, they control the ball for Texas Southern. She has it at the top of the key. She passes it to the wing to Gray. Gray looking to score her, create her own shot. As she comes off, she's face right, cross back over left, step back to a 3, and it is off the mark. She loves that little move. That's her move right there, that right to left crossover into the setback. She's been hitting that all day. All day. Crowd participation in the gym. Hutchinson running the 1 for Panthers, and she passes it to the wing with Desiree right wing. They get it to the corner to Diana. She's on the right corner on the east side of the gymnasium. We have 4 minutes remaining on the game clock, 10 seconds on the shot clock right now. Hutchinson looking to make something happen as Diana dives back door, and Hutchinson makes the pass, and it is good for 2. That puts the Panthers at 36. The score is now 36, Prairie View 32. 32 TSU. Base passes to the wing. She gets it in to Gray on the elbow. Gray looks to clear the shot. Nothing is there. She passes it over. And they swing around the perimeter. They look down low, and they get the ball into number 34. Number 34, Thomas. And she's good for 2. Putting Texas Southern at 34. Prairie View at 36. The ball is around the perimeter. Hutchinson really looking for the ball. She makes her move. Nothing there. Desiree goes back door on that wing. Hutchinson makes the pass, and they're good for 2. That's a good job on those back doors. And, once the team is overplaying, you always have to go back door. And I'm loving the read from the young lady. Oh, great fake, a dribble handoff. She keeps the ball. She turns and goes right to the basket, and she is fouled on her way in there. She will be sent to the line to shoot 2. The foul will go on Desiree, number 32, against the Panthers. We have Gray at the line, number 21 Gray at the line for Texas Southern to shoot 2. Subbing into the game for Jordan Smith, we got Kennedy Hurd. Our starting 5 on the floor right now for the Panthers is Kennedy Hurd, Diana Rosenthal, Desiree Lewis, Miracle Taylor, and Hutchinson. We have Gray at the line to shoot 2. We have 2 minutes and 51 seconds remaining in the third quarter. As Gray gathers herself, the shot is up, and it is off the mark. As she gathers herself for the second, the shot is up, and it is good. We have a tie ball game, ladies and gentlemen. I was just told the score is 38-38. We have 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Desiree drives from the high post, kicks to the corner to Miracle, and it is good for a 3. That'll be 41-38. Panthers go up 3. The ball is in number 12, Davis' hands for the Texas Southern, as she passes it to the wing. They get the ball to to 42, Sky Green at the top of the key. Dribble hand off to number 3, Lawson, as she crosses back and pulls for 2, and it is good. 40-41, the Panthers will remain up by 1. Michaela Hutchinson controls the ball. She is at the top of the key, setting up a play. She gets the ball to the right wing to Kennedy Hurd. They swing it across the perimeter, gets the ball to the corner to Samantha Taylor. She passes it to the wing. Hutchinson drives middle, tries to make the give and go pass to Desiree, but it was stolen and knocked away by Texas Southern, and they capitalized on that layup. 42-41, Texas Southern goes up 1, and there will be a timeout on the floor. We have 1 minute and 42 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Again, 42 Texas Southern, 41 Panthers. We have a timeout.
All right, the Texas Southern Tigers will not go away. They have inched their way back into the lead. 42-41 is our score at the break, with just a little bit over a minute remaining in the third period of action on the campus of Prairie View. You're listening to live Prairie View action. Miss Jeanette J.J. Jackson on the play-by-play here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Just want to let you know that the Open Mic Broadcast Network has been serving the community through faith and athletics since 2002. So we've been around providing coverage for PV Nation, Waller County, Texas, and beyond. The Southwest Athletic Conference, the Southland Conference, and the hits just keep on coming. We are 42-41 Panthers down, but I got confidence we're about to make a run right now, JJ.
We are. Right now on the floor, we have Michaela, Tamirico, Desiree, Kennedy, Paul, and Diana. Oh, Diana, they swing the ball around the perimeter, just looking to score the ball, trying to get something going, trying to be consistent. They get the ball in Diana's hand. She rips sideline, she goes baseline, and she scores that lay-in. 43 Panthers, 42 Texas Southern. Scratch that. Texas Southern, they capitalized on their opportunity as they answered right back, and they get the ball inside for an easy lay-in. The ball gets passed into the middle by Hutchinson to Kennedy Paul. Kennedy Paul looks down low to Desiree. Desiree was fouled on the lay-in. She will be sent to the line for shoot 2. Yeah. We have Desiree to the line. She will shoot 2. Substitutions being made right now for the Panthers. We have Jada on the floor coming in for Hutchinson. Desiree is at the line shooting 2. She gathers herself for the first free throw. It rattles in and it falls right out. She misses that. And she gathers herself for the second free throw. The shot is up and it is good. Mike, we can't get 2 free throws, Mike. We've been going 1 and 1. 1 and 2.
I know. It's gonna come around.
It's like it has to, right? It has to. We'll figure it out. But they're really trying to turn it on defense. Diana is getting her hands in there, not allowing easy penetration from the point guards. Like I said, they're really applying pressure on these point guards, but you know what I'm saying? The rest of the team has to be able to move around and help the guards out when it comes to them, especially when applying so much pressure. Tamirico Taylor rebounds the ball, and she pushes, and she stops the pop at the free throw line, but it was off the mark. Texas Southern rebounds the ball, and the ball is right now being controlled by Lawson as she slows it down and sets up the play. The ball gets passed back to Cameron Bates, and we have 2 seconds on the shot clock, and the shot was blocked by Kennedy Paul. That will be the end of the third quarter.
All right, we're ending.
Still having technical difficulties over here with the.
Well, right now, what I got 4.
Over here with our clock.
4s are going wild right now. You got 4th period starting, and it's 44-44.
Yes.
Can't get no better than that, right? So if we were to do quick math, we got 20 all around this 4th period. 4 plus the 4 plus the 4 times 5 is 20, and that's what I got right now. So we got to break this thing down as the Panthers are allowing the Texas Southern Tigers to hang around here from the Baby Dome. But that's okay. We're going to get things together and go around. A pretty low-scoring game for today's contest, but you have what you have when these rival teams get together. Up next, we'll have the men's version of the Texas Southern Prairie League Shootout on the Upper Mike Broadcast Network. Coach Narleski Wyrick will be doing the play-by-play for that as we are in our last home game of the regular season, and it'll all be shifting to Birmingham, Alabama. The women trying to go from 11-6 to 12-6 to end their regular season, and the men will be trying to just break even, coming in at 8-9, but they are surrounded by a lot of people that want to be in their position, and so it's going to be extremely crucial that the Panthers muster with all they got together to finish at 9-9. We'll remind you guys, become a listening partner today. Visit that website, obnradio.com. Go to the donation section. And for 17 cents a day, $5 a month, $60 a year, you can become a listening partner. It is really that simple. Visit the website, obnradio.com. Go ahead, Ms. JJ. Let's get this fourth period started.
Thank you, Mike. Before we start, what was the score that you called out? Was it 42-41?
I had 44-44.
Mike? 44-44. Okay, so the stats that I have on my end is a little delayed, but we got stats. That's a good sign. The ball is in Texas Southern hands. Right now, Grace, she drives middle, and she kicks to the corner. Both teams have been doing a lot of, I would like to call it like a free play type of thing, where it's just actions within a play, like backdoor, dribble handoff, a two-man game, pick and roll, and also one-on-one. They look to get the ball in the hands of their scorers like Gray and Diana. Now, Geraldine rebounds the ball, and she goes coast to coast, and she dribbles behind her back, puts it between her legs, and she misses the lay-in. No foul call. She hangs ahead, but she gets back on defense. The ball is stopped. Jada is really hawking the ball right now. The ball right now is in Bates' hands, and she's being defended very well by Jada. There was a foul call on the floor by Jada Bowen. Just being very aggressive. I love the intensity that she came with. Substitution in for the game right now. We have Michaela Hutchison coming in for Diana Rosenthal, and we have Kennedy Hurd coming in for Jeremy Smith. 9 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The end stretch, Miracle Taylor defending Bates. Bates did it with a little hand hook. No call, but nonetheless, Panthers are still trying to apply pressure on Texas Southern. As they pass the ball around the perimeter, the ball was passed back to Lawson at the top of the key, where she attempted to shoot a three-point shot. Miracle Taylor pushes it coast to coast as she drives in with a nice jelly roll lay-in. Smooth criminal right there. And she knocks over the camera lady, helps the camera lady up, then gets back to the other end. And there was a foul call on your Panthers. Foul call will go Michaela Hutchison, number 3. At the line for Texas Southern right now, we have number 15, Elisa Knight. At the line, so she gathers herself right now. She gathers herself to set it up, and it is off the mark. Rebounded by Kennedy Paul. Kennedy Paul directed traffic, telling Jada to take the middle of the floor. Jada directed traffic for Kennedy, telling her where to go. They set up the play. Michaela Hutchinson cuts across, passes it back to Jada. And Jada drives left, passes to Hurd. Hurd fumbles it, gets it to Paul, and Paul is fouled going up for a layup. Kennedy probably goes to the line to shoot too. That was a good look by Jada as Jada came off of that high swing, cut the corner, and made that extra pass once she seen Kennedy Hurd player come up for help. Unfortunately, Kennedy Hurd wasn't able to really capitalize and catch that ball for an easy lay-in, but she was able to make an extra pass, sending Kennedy Paul to the line. On the floor for the Panthers, we have Miracle Taylor, Michaela Hutchinson, Kennedy Paul, Jada Bowen, and Kennedy Hurd. For Texas Southern, we have Gray, we have Bates, we have Mary, and we have Thomas on the floor, as well as Lawson. The first shot is up. She makes the second shot to capitalize, and she makes both free throws. 47-46 is the score right now as Panthers is up by 1. Texas Southern is controlling the ball with the ball on the right wing, controlled by Bates, number 11. She was called for. It was great defense by the Panthers as they were called for a 5-second defensive call. Now, that call is rare in college basketball. Solid defense by Jada. Good job. By Michaela. By Michaela. Good job. Side out of bounds, Kennedy Paul passes it in to Michaela. They push the ball, passes it to her. Her gets it to the corner, right corner, passes it to Miracle. Miracle drives, baseline, gets the ball, hits the cross to Diana. Diana shot fakes, wins with a full middle, and it is good. Texas Southern passes the ball around the perimeter, gets the ball into great hands, and she comes off a too high screen, puts her head down and drives right to the basket. Rebounded by Kennedy Paul as she passes the ball up to Miracle Taylor. She looks inside to get the ball into Kennedy Hurd, but there was a kick ball on the play. The ball will go out of bounds, and it'll be out of bounds under on the east side of the gymnasium. Out of bounds under Prairie View. Diana to take the ball out. We have 7 minutes and 28 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Panthers 50 to 46. CSU 46. Panthers have the ball. They pass it around the perimeter. We have 4 seconds on the shot clock. As Michaela, she dribbles in. She dribbles right. She dribbles left and smooth pull up over the defender, and she is good for 3. Texas Southern 46. Prairie View 53. You have 6 minutes and 59 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The Baby Dome is live. They're alert. And when the crowd participates, the Panthers show up. Good job. Timeout on the floor.
All right, the Panthers trying to get things together. 53-46. That sounds a little bit better than what we've been having here of late. Listen to Panthers basketball coverage here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Jeanette J.J. Jackson on the call. The Open Mic Broadcast Network serving the community through faith and athletics since 2002. Visit our website at ovnradio.com. Follow me on Twitter at the Mike Prince Show. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. I want to thank our sponsors on today, the Prairie View Athletic Club, Temple of Refuge Ministries, A Rocket Movers and Storage, and the Panther Backers. Just also want to let you know about the Panther Club. Panther Club will be having a golf tournament scheduled for April the 29th. We'll get you more information about that as we get closer to that, but mark your calendar for April the 29th for the Panther Club's golf tournament. And of course, we know about the Panther Backers golf tournament, which is the second weekend of May. We are just about wrapping this thing up for the first of our doubleheader today. Of course, the men will be coming at about 30 minutes after conclusion of today's coverage. Be sure to come back in with us, and we get ready to hear from Coach Ski as the Panthers and the Tigers do it on the men's side of the hardwood. No scores of yet. This is the early game, the only game that started at 12:30. So it's all solo. The PV Panthers and the Texas Southern Tigers, the main attraction right now. And we are glad to be able to provide this coverage for you. Media timeout. We are about to go time in and head back to Miss J.J. Jeanette Jackson. What you got going for us, Mama?
What's going on, Mike? Still in our media timeout for a couple of more seconds. Panthers are really huddled up on the floor talking to the ref, trying to get an understanding, I'm sure, of one of the calls. Joking around with him a little bit. That's the type of energy you need right there, Mike. Get him on your side, Mike.
It sounds like a setup, huh? Sound like a setup.
Yeah, sound like a whole setup. Yeah. But we got 6 minutes and 59 seconds remaining on this on the game clock in the fourth quarter right now. Unfortunately, one of the computers that tracks the live stats down below has shut down or shut off, so there's been some technical difficulties with keeping up, with the live scores and stats.
I'll tell you what, I help you up. I help you out. You just be sure to let me know what the scores coming in, and we're going to keep a tally from our not official but unofficial stats with the score.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for that help. The ball was in. Texas Southern had controlled the ball out of bounds underneath. They attempted to get a shot up, and it was bobbled around, rebounded, and then it finally went out of bounds. It'll be Texas Southern's basketball out of bounds underneath on the west end of the gymnasium. We have Gray taking the ball out for Texas Southern on the floor for Texas Southern. We have Gray. We have Elisa Knight. We have Lawson. We have Bates. And we have China. For the Panthers, we have Michaela Hutchinson, Diana, Kennedy Paul, Kennedy Hurd, and Miracle Taylor. Texas Southern gets the ball around the perimeter, and they drive middle. The shot is up, and it is off the mark. Rebounded by Kennedy Hurd. She passes it to Diana. Diana slows it down and pushes the ball to the middle, getting the ball to Miracle Taylor. Miracle Taylor sets up a play. She slows it down. She's observing the floor, seeing what Texas Southern is in, and it looks like they're going to be in a zone. Texas Southern really switching it up. They went from man back into a zone just to contain and probably slow down our Panthers. Miracle Taylor noticed that, and she gets the ball back to set up a zone offense. The score for the Panthers is 43. Texas Southern 46 with 6 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Side out of bounds, right side of the floor. The ball is passed in. It is Panthers basketball. And I forgot to mention, guys, I'm sorry, Panthers are wearing their white uniforms today, and Texas Southern is in their burgundy uniforms today. The ball was passed around the perimeter. The ball gets to the corner to Miracle Taylor on the left corner. She shoots the three. It's up, and it is off and knocked out of bounds. It will be Texas Southern basketball. The ball was passed into Lawson, and she pushes, not allowing Panthers to set up their defense. She looks inside. They pass the ball back out. She cuts down low, and she's wide open on the left block. Easy lay-in. That puts the score of 53 Panthers, 48 Texas Southern. 5 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Texas controls the ball. She sets up the play, gets the ball to the high post. To Kennedy Hurd. Kennedy Hurd rips and goes right. He drives middle and puts the ball in. 55-48 Panthers basketball. 5 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Texas Southern controls the ball. Right now, the ball is in Gray's hand on the left wing. Green comes, sets the screen, but the ball was knocked away and deflected by Diana as she drives in, creates contact, and goes up for two. The shot was off the mark, so she will be headed to the line to shoot 2 free throws. The score still remains right now, 55 Panthers, 48 Texas Southern, with 5 minutes and 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Diana Rosenthal at the line to shoot 2. as she gathers herself for the first free throw. The shot is up, and it is good. We're to capitalize. Anything that we can get at this moment, we need. The score for the Panthers is 56, Texas Southern 48. We have 5 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. The second shot of the free throw is up, and it is off the mark. Rebounded by Green. Pass up to Lawson. Lawson dribbles up. She slows down and sets the play up in the middle of the floor. They get the ball on the left wing to Michaela Gray as they look inside. Easy lay-in for Green on the right block. 4-2. Panthers 56 to 50, Texas Southern. We have 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter as Desiree Lewis has the ball. Dribble handoff to Miracle. One dribble pass to the corner, right corner. The ball pass to the right wing to Diana. Diana looking to create her own shot right now. She drives left, lays it in, and it is off the mark. Rebounded by Green of Texas Southern. Green passes it up to Thomas. Thomas slows it up and gets the ball to Lawson. As Lawson sets up a play, they pass it back to Thomas. Thomas hands off to Gray. Back to Thomas in the corner. 4-3. And it is off the mark, rebounded by Michaela Hutchinson. We have 4 minutes remaining with Panthers in their white uniforms, Texas Southern in their burgundy ones. The score is still remaining. PV 56, Texas Southern 50. 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Michaela has the ball, 15 seconds on the shot clock. She dribble handoff right to the right wing. It was bobbled away by Lawson, and she steals it and goes to the other end. And she will be called. That will be called a blocking foul. It was great position by Tamirica Taylor. However, she was already falling before making contact to capitalize on that offensive foul. The score for the Panthers remain 56, Texas Southern 50, with 3 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Sending Lawson to the line for the Texas Southern to shoot two. Scratch that. There will be no foul call. They called that foul. There will be no shooting foul. They called that foul on the floor. So no shot. Ball out of bounds under Texas Southern on the west end of the gymnasium. It was on the pass. I'm sorry. They called that foul on the pass. PB 56, Tigers 50. 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. The ball was turned over and it will be Panthers basketball. Kennedy Paul will be taking the ball out for your Panthers, passing the ball into Michaela. On the floor for the Panthers, we have Kennedy Paul, Michaela Hutchinson, then Diana Rosenthal, Geraldine Smith, and Tamirica Taylor. Hutchinson dribbles to the right wing on the east side of the floor. She dribble handoff to Tamirica. Tamirica skips past to Diana. Diana fakes middle, crosses left. She stops and pops. It was off the mark. Rebounded by number 15, Alicia Knight from Texas Southern. Nobody defending in transition. They was able to get a wide open look from Gray, but she misses it. And the rebound put back by number 21. By number 15, I'm sorry. That puts the score 56 Panthers, Texas Southern 52. And we have 3 minutes and 1 second remaining in the fourth quarter. Panthers with the ball. The ball is at the high post with Geraldine Smith. She passes it to Kennedy Paul to the other elbow, sets the screen, and she comes off for an easy two, putting Panthers at 58, Texas Southern 52. We still have 2 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The ball right now is in Thomas' hands. If she looks on the right wing, if she looks to shoot that three, it's off the mark and rebounded again by Alicia Knight. She passes back to Gray. Gray looks inside to Belton. Belton is off the mark, and the ball was rebounded by the Panthers, and it went out of bounds. So it will remain Texas Southern basketball slide out of bounds on the right side of the floor, right side out. Into the game for the Panthers, we have substitutions being made. We have Jessica Saunders and Jada Bowen coming in for Diana Rosenthal and Michaela. So on the floor for the Panthers, we have Jada, Geraldine, Jessica, to Miracle and Kennedy Paul. 2 minutes and 26 seconds remaining on this game clock. 11 seconds remaining on the shot clock. It is Texas Southern basketball, and they are in their burgundy uniforms tonight. Panthers are in a white uniform. The ball was passed in and passed back to the corner, but Miracle is blindsided by a moving screen, and that will be an offensive foul against Green. That will be Panthers basketball. Kennedy Paul passes it into Jada. Jada pushes the ball up to the east side of the gymnasium. Give a handoff to Jessica. Jessica passes to the top to Smith. Smith passes to the right wing to Miracle Taylor. She observes the floor. She passes it back across the perimeter. It's on the left wing now with Jessica Sauter. We have 13 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining on the game clock in the fourth quarter. The ball is in Gerald's hands, and it's on the right wing. They swing it around. 4 seconds passing inside to Kennedy Paul, and she gets the ball in on the right elbow dribble, lays it in, and capitalize on that lay-in. The score is now Panthers 66, Texas Southern 52. We have 1 minute and 54 seconds remaining on this game clock in the fourth quarter. Kennedy Paul at the line to shoot one. Substitution being made, number 15, Elisa Knight coming in for Texas Southern. Again, on the game clock, we have 1 minute and 54 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. The Panthers is up 60 to 52. Kennedy Paul at the line to shoot one. The first shot, it is up and it is good. It bobbled around that room for a little while before going in. Nonetheless, Kennedy Paul puts the Panthers up 61 to 52. It's a 9-point game. They stretch the lead a little bit. We have 1 minute and 43 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Texas Southern looks to make something happen as they pass it and turn the ball over. Miracle Taylor races to the ball as she goes and capitalizes on that steal. They set the play up. They pass it around the perimeter, get the ball to the wing to Kennedy Paul. She shoots that layup. She shoots the 3-point shot, and it is off the mark. Rebounded by Miracle Taylor. Ball on the floor. The score remains Panthers 61, Texas Southern 52 with 1 minute and 23 seconds on the game clock. We have 20 seconds on the shot clock. Diana will substitute back into the game for Miracle Taylor. On the floor for the Panthers, we have Jessica Saunders, Michaela Hutchinson, Kennedy Paul, Shirley Smith, and Diana Rosenthal. 1 minute and 20 seconds. Michaela controls the one. She sets up a play. She slows everything down. 13 seconds on the shot clock. She's looking to create a play for her team. Then we'll hand off to Diana. Diana passes it to Smith. Passes it across the Saunders on the right wing. There's 3 seconds on the shot clock. Ball is fumbled. Jessica fumbles the ball. She has to shoot that, rush that shot up. It is off the mark. Rebounded by Knight as they push to the other end. We're on the west side of the gym right now. The ball is controlled by Lawson. 50 seconds remaining on the game clock. 15 on the shot clock. They look inside to get the ball into number 5, Jada Belton for Texas Southern. She lays it in. 54 now for Texas Southern. 61 for the Panthers. We have 45.6 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. I don't know if y'all can hear the background, but we have the crowd, the band over there singing, na, 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 hey, 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 goodbye. Y'all like my singing skills? All right, don't talk about me, though. Don't talk about me online.
We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it.
It's a timeout on the floor, Mike. The score still remains the Panthers 61, Texas Southern 54 with 45.6 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
Well, JJ, we're going to stay right here. We know the atmosphere is electric. People are filling in the Baby Dome. It appears, we don't want to count our eggs or chickens too soon, that the Panthers could be heading to a 12-6 regular season record right now. Still a lot of time in basketball. If you get fouled, which you know they're going to start doing, you got to make your free throws count. JJ.
Mike, I agree with you. Right now, our free throws are vital for us. We have to capitalize on every opportunity right now. It's still a lot of time on the clock. Still 45 seconds, and it's only
a 7-point lead. 7-point lead. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So.
And that's an eternity in basketball. It
sure is. It sure is. Desiree is taking the ball out right now for the Panthers. She gets the ball into Michaela. Michaela was fouled right away by number 3 Lawson from Texas Southern. Michaela will be headed to the line from that foul from Texas Southern. She will be heading to the line. Looks like we're going to be in bonus from now on. As she gathers herself, let me tell you who is on the floor for our Panthers. We have Miracle, Diana, Michaela, Desiree, and Kennedy Paul. 44.8 seconds remaining in this game. Fourth quarter right now. She misses the first free throw. She misses the second free throw. Diana is in the right spot at the right time and rebounds the ball, able to pull it out and run some time off of the clock. Panthers are looking to just play stall ball right now. They were trying to avoid fouling Diana, but they had to. She ran about 10 seconds off that clock, which is a great job of veteran read right there. Normally people would just put that up, but you have a 7-point lead, and she just looks to, get some time off of that clock. She will be going to the line now as we are in the bonus. The score is still Panthers 61, Texas Southern 54 with 33 seconds on the clock. She gathers us up for the first one, and it is up, and it is good. That puts us at 62-54. Panthers basketball. She gathers us up for the second free throw. It is up, and it is good. That's a good way to capitalize. Like you just said, Mike, free throws. There will be a timeout on the floor. We have 33.4 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The score is Panthers 63, Texas Southern 54.
All right, Panthers with a 9-point lead, trying to hold off with these final seconds of the game against Texas Southern. Don't forget, coming up 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one, we will have live action for the men's side of things. The Panthers coming in at 8 and 9. Texas Southern is coming in at 7 and 10. So you got to make sure you take care of business. And the Panthers are behind Pine Bluff, who are at 9 and 8. So we got a bunch of things that need to be laid out. But right now, the Panthers on the female side of things taking care of business, 63-54. I believe she said 35 seconds remaining. It's been a challenge these last couple of home games with the score clock, but nonetheless, the Panthers are doing what they need to do on the playing surfaces to make sure they come out ahead. You listen to live action on the Open Mic Broadcast Network for Prairie View Basketball. We'll turn it back to JJ.
Thank you, Mike. 33.4 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The Panthers are looking to pull out this win. Texas Southern will bring the ball in, slide out out of bounds on the left side of the gymnasium, but they are on the west side of the gym. The ball is passed in. The ball is controlled right now by Gray as she drives and kicks it out to Lawson for a three, and it is good. That puts the score at Panthers 63, Texas Southern 57, and we have 23.4 seconds remaining on the shot clock, and there is a timeout on the floor.
All right, the Tigers won't die. 63-57, trying to make a run. Furby's going to have to make it count at the free throw line and try to keep the ball away. Fourth quarter action. You know it's always tight.
It's safe to, you know it is. It's always tight in the fourth quarter. But it's safe to say that Texas Southern is going to look to foul right away. They're going to look
No
to foul
doubt.
right away, no matter who the player is. It's forced the Panthers to score from that free throw line. So it's very, very important that the Panthers capitalize on those opportunities.
Look,
Again, it's only a 6-point game.
while you working on that, you got your player of the game in line?
Oh, this one is going to be tough. Let me think about that one, Mike. Let me think about it.
Okay.
The ball is about to be back in play for us, Mike. We have 23.4 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Panthers basketball. Kennedy Hurd, Smith, Diana, Paul, and Michaela are all in the game for the Panthers. They get the ball into Kennedy Paul as she dribbles, and she picks up her dribble, passes it around the perimeter. The ball is in Kennedy Hurd's hand, and they're pressuring the ball. I was about to say they haven't fouled yet, but they just fouled on a play. Kennedy Paul will go to the line to shoot free throws. We have 12 seconds remaining on the clock, on the game clock. Shot clock is off. 63 PV, 57 Texas Southern, 12 seconds remaining. Kennedy Paul at the line. And she gathers herself for the first free throw. It is up and it is good. 64 to 57 Panthers. As Paul gathers herself for the second free throw, the shot is up and it is good. Ball puts the Panthers 65, Texas Southern 57, and we have 12 seconds remaining on the game clock and another timeout on the floor.
Well, right now, all the Texas Southern Tigers can do right now is press real quick to try to score. They're going to be shooting threes, no fouls needed. Let them shoot, and then if they miss, grab for the rebound, box out real good. But if they score, they're going to foul immediately to try to extend this game as long as they can. Panthers are going to have to keep hitting those free throws and apply a little pressure, but not too much pressure to give them some cheap free throws to get back into this thing. So let that clock melt by a little pressure, not a whole lot, but just enough to pass the ball around a couple times and eat up that clock.
That's right. It's important right now for the Panthers not to foul. We need to play fundamentally sound defense with just containing kind of like a sagging man. You know, not too much, not anything that will send them to the line or allow them to score the ball easily either. So let's see what the Panthers have for us. The ball is about to be put back in play right now. Texas Southern will control the ball. They have right now taking the ball out. Thomas is taking the ball out. They have Davis on the floor. The ball is passed into Green. Pass back to Thomas. Thomas shoots a quick three, and it is off the mark. 5 seconds remaining on the clock. The ball is rebounded by Tamiracle. Tamiracle steps out trying to get out of a trap, but it is 1.4 seconds remaining on the shot clock. On the game clock. And it'll be Texas Southern ball. The score still remains at 65 to 57. Panthers are up. The ball was passed in. Open layup. And Thomas couldn't capitalize on it. That is the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Your final score, Panthers 65, Texas Southern 57, and Mike, I remain undefeated on the mic.
That's all right. Great call, Mama. Great call. Panthers win 65-57, game one action of our doubleheader here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. JJ, before we get off of here, who do you have as your player of the game?
I'm going to have to give the player of the game to Diana Rosenthal. Diana, she came out with that intensity, and she finished with that intensity. She tried to put her team on her back when it counted the most. When they went dead, you know, they put the ball in her hands and tried to have her create, as well as honorable mention to Harper. Harper came off of the bench for the Panthers and gave a quick 4 points back-to-back when we were in the drought. I also found her on the floor diving after all the loose balls. Anytime she was in the game, she was diving after a ball. She was getting deflections on defense. She was rebounding the ball. You know what I'm saying? So she came in and she really helped the Panthers spark some energy off of that bench.
All right, sounds good. Another great call by Jeanette J.J. Jackson. Mama, thank you again for a job well done throughout the regular season. We will be talking, seeing how the Panthers do throughout the tournament. But you got any closing words as we get ready to wrap this one up?
No, sir. I'm just beyond proud that Diana Rosenthal is officially a part of this 1,000-point club as she receives her basketball. 1,000-point club. Welcome to the team, D. That's all I got to say. Congratulations.
All right. Rosenthal comes in classy company with our classy commentator, Miss Jeanette J.J. Jackson. 1,000 points for career scoring at Prairie View, and that's no easy feat, ladies and gentlemen. So congratulations to Miss Rosenthal. Congratulations to you, Jeanette, for doing a well-executed job here at the Open Mic for us on the women's basketball coverage. We definitely appreciate you, and I know the listeners do as well. She is Jeanette J.J. Jackson. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Panthers victorious by the score of 65-57. They go to 12-6 in conference play. They secure that number 4 spot as they head toward Birmingham for the basketball tournament beginning March 8th through 11th right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Joshua Davis, Lee Hall, and Coach Van Pettaway on the call. We want to thank our sponsors, the Prairie View Athletic Club, Temple of Refuge Ministries, A Rocket Movers, and the Panther Backers for their support. Well, wait, there's more. We're going to pause about 20-25 minutes, and we'll be back with more basketball coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.